It seems being famous comes with a price no matter if you're in China or in the United States. According to a Weibo post that cites the Huffington Post, famous American celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, Britney Spears, and Michelle Obama are finding their financial information being made public online. According to the FBI, the practice, called doxxing, is a cybercrime and involves the process of obtaining or deducing information about a person based on a limited set of initial information. Now, to a lot of Weibo users, that sounds a little familiar. In China, it's called a human flesh search engine. Let's take a look at some of their comments.
This would never happen in China. If it did happen in China, I think a lot of people would be ruined. If your income is by legal means, I don't see the harm in having others see it. I like to see someone do this in China. They are not even sure who's responsible for posting the information. If they anger a group of high-level hackers, they might retaliate with more serious hacking.
Now, China has something very similar to doxing. It's called a human flesh search engine. Sounds pretty graphic, but it is almost identical to doxing in function and has been applauded by many web users as one of the most effective tools so far in the fight against corruption. Now, some Chinese officials were investigated by the state when internet users first began to investigate their online photos. Take, for example, a Chinese official dubbed the Watch Brother. A picture of him online showed that he wore a very expensive watch. Now, Chinese internet users then began to dig up other older pictures of him and found that he wore a different watch in many of the photos, all of them very expensive luxury watches. Internet users began to question how he was able to afford the watches, and before you know it, he was investigated and sacked. Now, another recent case that demonstrated the effectiveness of the human flesh search engine was the case of Gong Ai, an ex-bank official that was found to have two separate, fully legitimate IDs. Now, once again, people began digging for information, not only online, but also real footwork as well. And they found that instead of two IDs, she actually had 4 IDs and also possessed dozens of real estate properties. Once again, internet users became suspicious, and this time the media jumped on the bandwagon. Soon enough, she was investigated by the state as well. However, with great power comes great responsibility, and not everyone uses it for legitimate means. Early last year, a group of hackers attacked the website of 14 financial institutions in Hong Kong and blackmailed the various institutions for $15,000 to $45,000 each. Now, 4 of the large securities companies caved in to their demands. However, the hackers were eventually caught. Now, going back to the original Weibo story, many Chinese internet users thought that for a country like America, where people do not partake in as much shady dealings as in China, having your financial information leaked could be a little embarrassing, but not incriminating.
I thought Americans are not afraid of making information public. Are they afraid they might uncover their own Gong Ai? The American president and vice president have loans? That's a joke. So what if the information is leaked? Americans love making information public. This is a good way to fight corruption. Wait and see. They are going to start blaming Chinese hackers again.
Chinese celebrities are also easy targets. Earlier in the year, a disgruntled independent market analyst in Hong Kong posted online the ID numbers of over 1,000 wealthy Hong Kong residents and tycoons, including the son of the richest person in Asia. Now, the move was in retaliation of a new rule set in place that limited the public's access to corporate information, such as the identity of corporate board members. Public opinion was divided. Some believed that what he did was right. Others thought that it was unlawful and wrong. But one does wonder, why does the identities of corporate board members have to be a secret?